Then, as I understand, and this is based on the information the Nibiruans have given me over the years, good morning, everyone. It's time for another update, and today I'm going to continue the series on Nibiru.
Oh, Nibiru, you mean that made-up planet which doesn't actually exist in any way, shape or form?
Today we're going to be discussing the Nibiruans themselves, who they are and what they are.
What is it with you? Are you a Trekkie? You know, are you a fan of Star Trek? Is it some other kind of sci-fi? Stargate, perhaps? I mean, this has got to be some kind of sci-fi plot or something, hasn't it?
Now, this is a multifaceted, multidimensional explanation, so just hang on to your seats.
Oh dear. I think she's serious, folks. You know, hide any sharp objects just in case.
Alright. You could break the Nibiruans down into basically 5 categories.
There are 5 types of Nibiruans. How imaginative of you.
I'm going to give you the overview and then we'll go into each one. They're 5th dimensional, 6th dimensional, 9th dimensional, royal bloodline, and member nation.
Bullshit! So there are these ghosty dimensional aliens, Nibiruans, and some of them are like lower dimensional, some of them higher dimensional. Oh yes, the lower dimensional ones are less dimensionally spiritual, the higher ones are more spiritual. Now that's really creative genius right there, and so original, because I've never heard that kind of bullshit before from a new age person, you know, a new ager. Never heard that kind of stuff before. And of course there's royal aliens. Oh yes, there are royal aliens, aliens with crowns on. Is Lord Zenu there? Yeah, the warlord Zenu. Come on, Scientologists, join this woman today, she's a visionary. Oh yes. And of course there's an alien nation. An alien nation. An alien nation. Yeah, there's always different people, and there's an alien nation. Is that a separate nation? Is that together with that? Are there like immigrants there? Are there Wookiees? I want Wookiees on Nibiru. If there's no Wookiees on Nibiru, I'm not really interested, love. Because after all, Wookiees are cool.
Okay. Starting with 5th and 6th dimensional. The Nibiruans are more evolved technologically than we are.
Am I supposed to be impressed? Oh yes, you're aliens. Oh yes, they're old aliens, of course, ancient aliens. You're ancient aliens. They, oh yes, they happen to have more advanced technology than us. Is it like something off Star Trek or Star Wars or Stargate or something to that effect, by any chance? Because all you New Agers do is simply rip off sci-fi. You look at a sci-fi film or television program or whatever, and you rip things off and say, oh, they can warp dimensions, they can travel through time, they can fuck themselves. Good for them. But in the end, this is all idle chitter-chatter, isn't it, really? Oh, the Nibiruans are so advanced. Ooh. Yeah, your imaginary friend tells you the Nibiruans are real, and we're meant to be impressed. Pathetic.
They understand multiple realities, multiple timelines. They have technology far beyond anything that we can even imagine. We're just babes in the woods compared to them. We're just beginning to understand nuclear fission and quantum physics. They've had these for eons, millions and millions and millions of years.
You know the problem with this kind of information, oh yeah, with these contactees, how do you know you've got decent information? Do you test your information? Or is it a question of faith? Is it a question of, oh well, I must have it because I've experienced it. I must have experienced it because I believe I experienced it, you know. You're having like problems with dealing with reality, and lo and behold, you kind of go a bit nuts. and you start talking about aliens and talking to aliens, your invisible friend, yeah. Hearing voices, seeing things.
So they would be far advanced beyond us. The average Joe on the street in Nibiru would be the equivalent to our third-dimensional average Joe on the street. What I mean by that is somebody who is very mainstream, very non-spiritual, totally immersed in this reality, and they're not really concerned about anything spiritual. But yet, that average Nibiruan is far more advanced than the average human here on Earth.
That's just a load of bullshit in the end. Because after all, you're just one of those New Age channelers. I've seen New Age channelers channel toilet paper, channel a vibrator, channel Hitler, channel the spirit of the Mother of the Universe, and so much more. Why should I believe your brand of spirituality and channeling? Why should I say, well, you know, that woman there, well, she is fantastic and so knowledgeable, unbelievable. Well, I'm not going to say that because you're simply saying, I've been told, and you're not proving anything. Don't suppose he's trying to prove anything at all, really, but in the end, you're just making yourself look like, or showing yourself to be, precisely what you are. A nut job.
The sixth dimensional Nibiruan would be somebody equivalent to an individual who does pursue a spiritual path, some more farther along than others. And so that would be the equivalent to someone here on Earth who would be a, well, you know, they would consider themselves a light worker and would be pursuing spiritual enlightenment.
Oh, so there's New Age Nibiruans, yeah. They've got their own New Age problems over there. I pity the Nibiruans. To end it with people saying, I speak on behalf of the light. I'm a light worker. Yeah, no wonder Nibiruans and different aliens try and come here. They're trying to get away from you New Age nut jobs, only to find there are plenty on this planet and they decide to fuck off again. No wonder they call them visitors. They come here and go, New Agers, light workers and the like, and people who believe in the Galactic Federation of bullshit. And, of course, they fuck off again. I would.
Then, as I understand, and this is based on the information the Nibiruans have given me over the years,
Yay!
they take a big leap up to what they call a ninth dimensional Nibiruan. A ninth dimensional Nibiruan is an individual who isn't technically from Nibiru.
So these ninth dimensional Nibiruans, oh yes, not fourth, not fifth, not sixth, not seventh, not eighth, ninth dimensional Nibiruans who apparently aren't even Nibiruans. How many dimensions are there, in fact? Oh, ninth dimensional, yeah, what does that even mean? What does that mean to a scientist? I know what it means to you. It means I'm making up shit because it makes me feel better. I mean, I expect nothing less. You know, New Agers out there, people who believe in this shit, you say what you reckon. Oh, I reckon this is true. I had a dream, and in that dream I saw this, this and this. Oh, when I was sitting down meditating, going into a semi-hypnotic state, of course I experienced this, not realising the obvious that you're in a faith system. You base your beliefs upon faith. Or you have a slight nervous breakdown and then you invest your time in this mystical, magical bullshit. And you make yourself believe, you make yourself follow the ideas when probably you're in need of counselling, perhaps. People actually say, oh, it's true, it's real, yeah. I am the voice of the light. I'm channeling the spirit of Mother Nature. Well, I have news for you. You're channeling bullshit, in fact. And that bullshit can be smelt by any sane person from a mile away.
Your master's cops in hell!
Just based on the information the Nibiruans have given me over the years.
What?